From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to...
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, Bernard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First and goal from the 3. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Chiefs nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on first down. Nixon. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And going deep for Hill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jones on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On third down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll try and run the option. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first and 10, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's now third down.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On fourth down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their 38. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Burrow looking to pass. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's now 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And a Bengal 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bernard getting the handoff for Burrow. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made at the 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A toss left, Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating for the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Jones pass.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, here's the option. Going quickly out to the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jones now Throwing on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Austin Seibert on for the point.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the slant, complete to Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Now Bernard. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Bengals 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he will push his way down to about the 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On third down, Barkley. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's caught, Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.